What's up, everybody? It's Matt Modi from Sports Analytics coming to you again from OddsJam. As always, the sharpest place to bet on sports. Today's video will be a more instructional video about how to use all the different calculators on the OddsJam website to your advantage. So you might have seen previous videos from me or from Alex or from other people, or maybe you read a blog post about what these different methods are. If you haven't watched any of those, so you don't know what Arbing is, you don't know what expected value, Kelly, all that stuff, I would suggest you pause this video. You go to the blog, you read all that, you read the Arbing, what is it? You read this one written by yours truly. This is the tips and tricks. And then you go to the YouTube channel and you watch all those videos there because they're very helpful if you don't know what any of this stuff means. Those videos kind of help you show how OddsJam will make you money betting on sports and how you can make the price of the industry method with betting within a week. But today I'm strictly going over how to use the calculators and how those work and why those can help you make money. So I've identified an Arbing opportunity. By I've identified, I mean I've looked at their website. I don't want to click on the link for too long because I don't want the people that aren't paying to get all the goods. But real quick, plus 320, minus 278. Perfect. Those are the odds. Okay, so the game, it was for the total of the Ravens Chiefs, but if you remember the odds, so what you want to do, you want to go calculators, ARB calculator, perfect. So you type in the odds plus 320 minus 278, and then this is important. When you type in the stake, it's for each individual bet, not total. So if let's say, oh, I'll bet $100. Well, when you put in $100 here, it's for the plus 320 bet. And then it tells you how much to bet on the other side, minus 278. So the total stake is actually 408. So let's say I have $1,000 that I want to put on this bet. I know I'll make about a 2.65% back. What I want to do is just do some math. So if a 100 stake in the plus 320 is at 400, I know that 200 will be around 800 something. 250 will be too much. So let's go with 245. And there you go. $1,001. I can avoid the extra $1,000. If you did read my article that posted yesterday, I want to preface that you should never use decimals when arbing. That's a quick, easy way for these sports books to know that you're arbing. And they don't like that, ironically, because they should be making money off of you, not the opposite. So I would just round this up to 757. I would lose out on the 22 cents, but I would still profit $27. So there you go. That's arbing. The next one I want to go over is my personal favorite, the odds converter. Now, this is my favorite just because I love how it gives you probability percentage of what odds are and what that bet should win based on the odds. So what you want to do is, let's say I want to just find out the game tonight, the Washington football team. I want to say, so they're minus 185. And this, again, if you want to find the true line, you want to go to OddsJam, you want to go to Pinnacle, you want to go to these sharp sports books because they show you. So, okay, they're minus 185. Let's see. So what does minus 185 mean in terms of what the likelihood they'll win? So type in minus 185. They should win 64.91% of the time. So according to Pinnacle, which is the sharpest sports book out there, they give you the truest lines. If the Giants and the Washington football team play 100 times, Washington football team win around 65% of the time. Perfect. So, okay, so the true line is minus 190. Let's look around at some odds, at some sports books to see if I can find a positive EV place to bet that. Again, if you don't know what positive EV means, it's basically just I find odds better than minus 185, and I know that it's positive EV bet because that's what the true line of Pinnacle is telling me. So, all right, let's find it. I have DraftKings up here. They're minus 190. Okay, so I don't want to bet on DraftKings because I know that's not a positive EV bet. So we're going to go to football. We're going to go to NFL. We're going to click on the game tonight. We're going to find money line and perfect. So the best odds I can get is MGM. And this is for me specifically because I'm in Virginia. Obviously, make sure that you customize this to whatever is the best for you. So there you go. That's a positive EV opportunity. So how much should I bet on it? Well, you're going to go to the Kelly calculator. I like to do the 0.33. If you don't know what this means, like I said, check out the video. So the American odds are minus 185. That's you want to put the true line in the American odds, not the line you're betting, but the true one. And then you want to do, actually, no, sorry, I had that wrong. You do want to do the odds you're betting. So it's minus 175. Sorry, that's why I like doing these videos, because I catch myself and then I can help correct it and make it best for you. So to reiterate, the American odds are the odds that you are betting. The win percentage is based off the true line. So if we remember, it's 64.91%. This isn't a huge Kelly criterion method, but hey, it's still good. So you want to bet 1.16% of your bankroll. So if you're basing it off of units, and let's say you bet $100 a unit, excuse me, $100 is a unit, you want to bet about $111 here. That's how you use the Kelly criterion method. It's my personal favorite when betting because, I mean, I love using OddsJam for these positive EV bets because it's just like, oh, hey, this one is like a 10, like I think the highest one right now is like 11%. Let's quickly look. Yeah, 11.7978%. That's great. I love using it for those, just to find the highest bets. But for tonight, personally, if you ask me, I also think that the Washington football team is going to win. So I like knowing that, I can line shop. That was one of my previous videos, the importance of line shopping. I can line shop, and then I can find out just how much money I should spend based on the Kelly criterion method. Like I said, it's incredibly important that you make sure before you place a bet, A, that you're getting the best odds, and B, that it's positive value, because if you place enough positive value bets over time, you will make money. So let's look at the parlay calculator. So I know a lot of them will calculate it for you, but let's see. Opt in now for an NFL risk-free same-game parlay. Perfect. So I want to do a parlay. Let's say I don't want to click in everything. I just want to find out real quickly what the odds are going to be. So I need to uncheck that. So, all right, so let's figure it out. So I think that the Washington football team is going to cover. So it's minus 110. And I want to bet $25 because that's what they expense. Minus 110. I think it's going to go over. Under. I think it's going to go under. Minus 115. And, Saquon Barkley's need, something just doesn't seem right with that. I think he's going to go under his rushing total. Under 39.5, minus 110. There you go. You bet $25, you'll win 145. Or sorry, yeah, you'll win 145. You'll profit 145, and you make 170. So the parlay calculator, I know you could also do it on here and it'll show you, but I like to use the calculator because if I'm line shopping, I want to make sure I get the best lines and I'm not just looking at DraftKings. So, but if just to look, of course, they don't let me. Well, some sports books, most of them will let you do that. Unfortunately, DraftKings was a bad example. But anyways, that's how you use the parlay calculator. The positive EV one, or the EV, I should say, is very similar to the Kelly calculator, but we can do that. So let's say I'm betting $100. The American odds, again, American odds are the odds that you are actually betting, are minus 175. The win probability based on the odds converter calculator was 64.91. Expected value, $2. So it's not a ton, but over time, and you do bets that are even have a higher expected value, you'll profit. So there's some other ones in here that are important as well. No vig is good because odds like DraftKings, odds books, sports books like DraftKings will place a vig on a line. So this minus 110, that's DraftKings trying to make their profit. So if you bet, if two people bet opposite sides $100, DraftKings will automatically profit 10. That's how they make their money. That's why they do this. So the no vig odds calculators calculate, all right, so what are the odds without that? And the free play one is kind of just like, okay, you get $50 free play. How much should you bet? Because you don't get your stake back, stuff like that. But I like to highlight the ARB one, the expected value, the Kelly, and the odds converter, because those are what appeal the most to me. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. You can hit me up on Twitter at Modi_sports. You can also find my website or email me, modisportsanalytics@gmail.com. My website is modisportsanalytics.com. I post all my picks there and they're always positive value. I make sure I use OddsJam. I don't post a pick that is not positive value. And if you have any other questions, you can also contact OddsJam. They're extremely helpful. They're great guys. I talk to them all the time, and they're very open to hearing any feedback that you might have. So that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. And like I said at the top, make sure you subscribe so we can keep producing these videos for you. Thank you.